Summer is officially over for me. It's been over for about a week. Back to teaching. There are many private school teachers out there that have gone back to teaching, as well as private school students. I apparently can't talk today, but that's okay. But I did want to say is that I did accomplish something, check off my list, that I've been wanting to do for a long time, which is I have for a long time been wanting to reread this monstrosity of a book. It is The Lord of the Rings by J.R.R. Tolkien, and I have read it multiple times, but I haven't read it in a long time. I would say a good 15, 20 years. So I really wanted to go back and reread it because I love the book and I love the movies. They're classic in my opinion. And I knew there were discrepancies between the two, and I knew the only way I was going to figure those things out for myself was to go back and reread it. So I did that. And much to my dismay, I saw that there are many scenes that I thought were iconic from the movies that were not either weren't in the book at all, or they took place completely differently. For example, this guy.
The grey rain curtain of this world rolls back, and all turns to silver glass. And then you see it.
What? Gandalf. See what?
White shores. And beyond, the far green country into a swift sunrise.
That isn't so bad.
No. No, it isn't.
Turns out that not only is that quote from Gandalf not in any way, shape, or form in that scene in the movie, but it's not even a quote because no one ever speaks those words. It actually comes up, Frodo has the thoughts, but he never actually speaks them, and it's a whole different scenario. I understand creative license and all that. Still a great movie, and I love it. There's even a lot of, we'll call them not even secondary characters, like third-level characters that play a real big role in the books that don't even show up in the movies, like this guy right here, Prince Imrahil. Where are you at? He's not even there. But he's an awesome guy. So what's the point? What's the takeaway from all this? The takeaway is that sometimes your mind will trick you into making it'll seem like things are really the way they are, but they're not, especially when it comes to subjects that are really meaty, like the Bible, let's say. Let's take it all back to where it really needs to come back to, which is the Bible. There's a lot of things that we get taught when we're young that we maybe lose sight of, or maybe we misconstrue as the years go on, something we don't totally understand. For example, when you think the golden rule is not to turn the other cheek or something like that, but instead it actually to hit them back for doing it. There's a lot of things out there that maybe we don't remember properly, or we have forgotten, or didn't even know existed altogether. So the encouragement there is there's nothing like going back to the source. Go back to the source and figure out what actually went on. Don't rely on somebody else's interpretation of what the source might have said, because you never know if they're twisting words to get what they wanted to say. So that is my hope and desire for y'all, is that you realize that there's a lot in the Bible that you need to know, and I don't want you to rely on somebody else to give you that information, because you never know if that information is accurate or if it's slightly twisted. Have a good final week, I guess, of summer for most people out there. But please not only pray for the students that are going back for their safety, but also, well, I guess they're not going back. They're going back virtually. Pray for the teachers as well, because we're all kind of crazy and doing the best we can with it. There's one quote that I want to leave you with, and it's funny because this used to be my old classroom, but it's attributed to Abraham Lincoln, but I've never actually looked up to see if it actually was from him or not. It says simply, whatever you are, be a good one. So you may not want to be a virtual school student, but you are one, so you may as well be a good one too. Have a great week. oh, the one thing I am super glad was accurate from the book is this little line right here.
What we need is a few good taters. What's taters, brothers? What's taters, huh? Potatoes.
It's the best. Thank you, Sean Astin, for being such a good Samwise.